Today I'm going to explain what are the testings that generally as a SAP consultant means SAP testing they'll perform. These are the most common testing. There are many testings in the SAP, not only these, but these are very common that everyone must know. These are the basic things in the testing concept. First one is unit testing. The main intention of unit testing is to perform each part of a program. Means we have many integrations like FI to MM, FI to SC, FI to anything. The main intention of unit testing is to perform testing activities related to FI. Where the FI activities only the testing will perform. For suppose if we take MM, the MM activities only will perform under unit testing. If you take ST, the only ST activities will perform under unit testing. The name itself it is saying that the particular particular program, the particular part will be tested under the unit testing. That means by unit testing. Coming to integration testing, here what they have done, let's take an example of FI to MM. In unit testing, they'll separately test FI, how the FI will works. Is FI works fine or not? Is there any issues with FI while posting vendor invoices or customer invoices or whatever the testings related to FI, they'll test here. And whatever the testings related to MM, they'll test here separately. All the FI testings will done separately. All the MM related testings will done separately. Coming to integration testing, FI to MM, where we'll do all the, everyone knows that in OBYC we'll do, and after material purchases, we need FI team need to involve in invoices and all. So here integration testing is combination of modules, whether if the integration of two modules working perfectly or not. Data which is similar to business process will be tested. According to the business process, FI to MM like FI to SC, whether the integration is working perfectly or not, whether the GL account is speaking perfectly or not, everything will be done in integration testing. This is the main difference between unit testing and integration testing. The combination of module will be tested here, the separately will be tested here. Regression testing. Regression testing means once we have implemented and like end user is using the SAP and it's already SAP is going on. Regression testing means you have changed some very small configurations. Each time you put new release code and configuration into your production systems. Means example, let's take I'm just telling an example. We have tax rates for like 5%, 8%, 12%. Suddenly we don't have actually in our SAP configuration 18%. Let's say I'm telling an example. Suddenly we have configured 18% tax in the SAP. So here the regression testing will comes into the picture. Regression testing means the testing of, see, hence the role of regression testing. Test your existing functionality to be confident it still works as expected with the newly updated configuration and code base. After any new updated, the old should not be changed. Old should not be any issues. Old should be works perfectly, and the new implementation also needs to work perfectly. The regression testing is whatever you have done the changes, that changes you are going to test. While you are testing that changes, it should not destroy any your old configuration. That is the main intention of regression testing. And user acceptance testing, UAT, which is already explained. User acceptance testing is, here will in all the testings we will done different types of testings based on our test scripts. But in user acceptance testing, the user means like senior like consultants or any new employees or any manager, they will test according to their requirements, according to their business processes, according to their systems. They will test. In this test, it should pass. Then only will allow this SAP to use by end users. In this user acceptance test, if it is not passed, then we should not allow. Here, as she already explained here, in all these tests, it will pass unit test, integration test, and regression test. If we change anything in user acceptance test, user will have the real knowledge. So user will do testings in different scenarios. In that scenarios also, it should be pass. That is the user acceptance testing. Security testing. Security testing is nothing but authorization testing. Means will create some tolerance groups, right? In that tolerance groups, in real times, if you work in the tolerance groups, we'll assign one tolerance group to one user. In that user, we'll assign some limits. How the limits is for transactions, this much of the limit. For open items, this is the limit. For cash discounts, this is the limit, which we will already define in configurations itself. In security testing, we'll check if an user posts, for suppose we have given 1 lakh is the maximum amount, but user posts 10 lakhs. What if an user posts 10 lakhs? It should throw some error that the limit is 1 lakh only, but he's trying to post 10 lakhs. Then it should not post. It should give some error, or it should not post. This is nothing but security testing. Whatever the authorizations, whatever the limits we have given, so those are working or not to that particular user is going to check under security testings. Means they will list out what is the authorizations they have given. In real times, in our SAP, now we are doing everything like configurations, and we have doing postings and all. In real times, we will have some certain authorizations only. Means we can't open any configuration screens, we can't post anything. So that authorizations and all will done testings in security testings. Performance testing is nothing but load and speed. In all these testings, we'll do the testings in one system. Performance testing means they will apply full load on SAP. Means in real time, how like 10 to 20 people, they'll work continuously. Continuously, the SAP screen is open for 8 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours. Whatever the full load is applied for SAP, they'll do the full, whether the performance is running smoothly or not. Is there any problem with this performance? Means we can done the testings, but if the performance is not good, then the doing of these testings and all waste. So that's why they'll do this performance testing, whether it is able to match the load or not, whether it is able to match the business requirements or not. They'll do under performance testing. Finally, end user testing, that everyone know an FI consultant need to prepare some relevant documents to understand the business process to end users, posting an invoice, purchase orders, goods receipt, etc. So as a consultant, we need to prepare about our company related training document, and we need to give training if we need to give training to the end users. This is about end user training. This is about the testings, unit testings, integration testing, regression testing, user acceptance, security, and performance testing, as I know. Thank you.